Hi everyone, welcome back. So we are about to do a side quest to learn
Wasn't it?
Bombarder from the Professor Howin's Beast class.
Yeah, which
So
is a bit strange because
yeah,
Bombarder you'd think it would be a defense against the dark art spell, but obviously this is her first assignment that you get from her because they seem to come in twos, don't they? So there's going to obviously be a second assignment from this professor as well, which probably would teach us the transformation spells. By the looks of it, because I think they're the only two normal spells to learn, because the other two left are two curses, yeah.
Big giant eyes.
You're a niffler.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
You didn't do anything.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I am indeed.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarder now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Oh, yeah, is it appropriate for us to use caution?
Shh, we're supposed to learn it. We got to complete our repertoire.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand
The heck?
movements.
What kind of shape is that?
The exploding charm is highly volatile.
Got so many sharp corners.
Yeah.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Oh, what really exploding pumpkin?
Yeah, where am I going to place that one?
You got them two. You got two there, which is sort of not.
I haven't really tried this purple one yet. I think that's the one that's supposed to Flipendo, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet.
But you've got two on that page, which is the bag which you don't always. And the other one, isn't it? Which is. I mean, you can almost sort of colour code it to the colour of the buttons, so that you have blue and the X button, and
you got too many red ones though.
Well, I suppose the thing is you also got purple. Whether you put purple on the blue, yeah, so it's tricky, isn't it?
Which pumpkins is she on about? Just any pumpkin?
Any pumpkin, I think, because they highlight.
Bombarder! Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Sounds like she's echoing. So that just leaves one normal spell to learn. I presume it'll come from as assignment from her. There's also
that's
there's
Sebastian's
a side quest for him.
That's in the Undercroft.
Yeah.
Found something interesting in the book. Do I do that before doing
Possibly. I mean, he's been a great friend to us so far, so we've got to help him out as well with his sister. That should be, I think that was just outside it, is it? That's what it looks like anyway, but
it's a bit hard to
tell. I think you're going to have to judge it.
Well, I think it was like just below that anyway. I don't know, I'll find out when I get there. I got it all wrong and it's completely different. Yeah, I think
it's probably just going down, yeah. Oh, he's getting a screamer.
Acceptable.
Well, he's getting a screamer.
Acceptable? In transfiguration? No child of mine should receive less than outstanding. What are you even doing in that class? Or is it that snivelling teacher of yours? You can be sure I will be having words with that so-called school. You will receive an outstanding one way or another.
Blowing the raspberry. That's a bit
Harsh.
harsh because you're
So-
pushing your child to sort of.
Not only that, she's threatening the teachers.
Oh yeah, but transfiguration isn't all that important, is it? I would have thought the other classes would be far more important. We should want to do turn water into wine.
Got this whole
You'll
place
never
to himself.
believe what I've learned.
Cool. What's all these barrels just?
Precariously, yeah.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
Which is.
Regret. It's a bit of a fine line, though. To be
But
honest.
that says I regret using Crucio, but she didn't.
No, I learned it,
Yeah.
but he used it
Yeah.
on me.
I know. It's not.
We could do
I know
it.
we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
He is your oldest friend. Thing is, you always seem to be pitting yourself between each one. Sort of, I agree with you, or I agree
I
with you. So,
It depends on what it's going to take to get this relic, isn't it?
What do you think? You probably just say, "Oh, no, we shouldn't."
Well, yeah,
Anyway.
I mean, we shouldn't really keep others in the dark about it, maybe, but.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise, I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
You're going to tell him
And don't
after
feel
the
sorry
fact.
for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
Standing
I'll
right there.
decide what's for my own good.
It's there.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Oh, God, is this going to cause a rift? That says to talk with Ominous
I
after.
am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
What
Well, we
happened
don't
then?
actually know
What
what
did they
happened to
do
us.
then? Did they go down the
I
same
knew his
path?
parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Yeah, no, this is the thing, isn't it? It's drawing that line.
It might be giving him hope, but I don't know, he could be going down the wrong path. I don't know.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Because you don't want it to cause a sort of massive rift between them and then they're going to suddenly become enemies or something. That's the thing. Are we encouraging it too far? Because the only thing you wanted to do is to sort of try and help his sister, but... Meet with Poppy, which... As the broom flies.
How far away?
I don't know, it's just north of Hogwarts. Oh my
Really
gosh.
well.
Quite a fair... Well, you've got to fast travel on the way and then you can perhaps unlock that one down there. At least then you can use your broomstick and fly past it. Why would they be all the way up there?
I know.
mean...
I know it's getting a bit difficult to decide whose side you want to be on
Yeah.
with them two.
I mean, you can completely understand both sides, and that's the
Yeah.
problem. You just want to
He's
sort
obviously
of...
spent quite a long time trying to find a cure, and
Oh, ah!
why are you not climbing?
Down there for the fast travel point. There's also these ancient magic bits to sort of do as well. That then adds an extra segment to your magic meter, wasn't it? Yeah. We're too lazy, we can't get off the broomstick. Onwards and upwards. Yeah.
Takes so long getting up. Could be sort of out here, random place to meet.
Next to a cave. She's not even there yet. No time it's
Is
gonna be dark.
Hiram all right?
Huh?
Natty told me what the two of you did.
Stood on me.
High Wing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Gran.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Anything to do with these poachers, I don't mind kicking a few asses.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a centaur.
These are steep steps, aren't they?
There's a centaur there.
Oh.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Just stomping around.
The thing is, they only, in the film...
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
We'll do something
Yeah, sort of.
about it then. But as I was trying to say, you only actually have one talking centaur in the very first film, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
Now we're
But why
following
would
the
he think that
squirrel.
we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Not quite sure why people are letting them roam about everywhere.
I know. Because the thing is, you know, the civilians that are outside of Hogwarts.
What the hell?
No. Oh,
That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I
Trying to
noticed
save
that
it.
too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
well,
Can save
oh,
it.
stag. Chest right over there as well.
Oh. Can I get
The
the...
chest or
You're gonna grab me. Oh.
oh no.
Oh,
really?
I'm not even that far away.
Oh, you could skip a
Oh, I
stone.
thought it was
there.
a pile of coins.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
It's like a helmet, isn't it?
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Why is there a bush growing in it?
Pelts. Poor beasts.
Long gone
Still
out.
smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Steal from this stuff.
Revelio.
Heck is that?
This is goblin metal.
Armor.
Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
It's almost
What
like
the hell does that fit?
I don't know.
Like a troll?
Was it like for around a dragon's neck?
Oh, could be.
That looked
'Cause
quite
that did have a
large.
collar.
Interesting.
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard
Yeah,
to
it's
say
quite a
from
lot.
up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Go do some sneaks, why not? You got the opportunity.
What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
One
God's three
just
of them.
there.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
All flavour of wicked to be had with the dark arts.
My
Ah,
spell can do multiple peaks.
Yeah, if they were close together, isn't it?
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms. Seems we may have an intruder in our midst.
I think they'd go over the edge. You see, he went rigid, and yet the other ones just crumpled to the floor in a heap, like as if they weren't petrified.
Explosive brown.
Unidentified scarf. Right, he's looking away and then he's looking towards you. So what is he wearing with a ridiculous top hat?
What does it tell us?
Oops. No, you can't. I just can't squeeze. Ooh. I hope that hurt.
Think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
We can steal all their stuff. They don't have any anything left behind.
Got enough dragon skulls about? Okay.
Cool. Or is it going to be one of those gigantic tents or something? Because
what in Merlin's name?
There's a dragon in
It's
it.
a dragon.
Are those?
Two of them. Hold on. What's the point of putting
Really?
the collars on and then making them fight each other? That doesn't make any sense.
You've got to free the dragons.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard cutting. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
Definitely got to save those dragons.
What, you didn't see that? Yeah? What?
Perhaps it's not got to be something breakable. Yeah, he's got. Well, he's got to look at it dead on, has he?
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a boat.
Oh. That was close. Don't know if there's much there. There might be something. Does that just go down there?
Meant to go down there because that's where the crowds of people are.
Well, you got to get behind the door he was standing in. No, you can't. Oh, you, perhaps that's where you do. You've got to sneak past them then, have you?
Yeah.
But then it does look like it goes down, so it might be underneath. Yeah, sort of like a.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I
Oh,
want.
you're not. That's what I say. Stop
Getting
grabbing
everything
the
but them.
coins.
That's handy, they can disappear. Might be able to just quickly skirt round if you're careful.
While
Sorry,
in
buddy.
bed, I heard something.
Practically touching him and he still didn't notice I was there.
I think yeah, you're supposed to go up and around.
All the apples. What the hell's sheep in there? It's a griffin.
Oh.
I
We've
hate
got to
fighting.
Destroy this
Burn it all down.
Horntail Hall. I could hear another dragon. Is there one in there?
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
Just speak to Poppy going ahead.
What's going on down there?
Yeah, they're torturing you. What the hell?
Don't you bloody dare!
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
chained up like that?
Let's even her on, shall we?
Don't mind if we do. You gotta get around them.
Just to test anything.
Yeah, I know.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans
No.
they likely have for it.
You've got to steal everything and save them.
Does
that mean-
put a dragon in one of your...
You got to stuff an apple while
Yeah,
you're.
I was trying to get the coin, but...
Can you actually do? Can
Oh, on the other side.
Can you do something and have it in the
That's what I say, can you actually have it in...
where all the other beasts are? Oh. Oh. It's definitely a sort of
Sounds
a
like
bit
Star
of
Wars.
music from Star Wars.
Flame coming back. Are they keeping it hot?
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Got 18 Wigan Well potions.
They're trying to tell me something. Oh, I'm going to shove a load of mandrakes in their faces.
Yeah, exactly. But they're all looking towards there, so you can. Somebody up there.
Oh, look at...
Where are
It's
they?
just looking at them.
You know you've lost your.
I know.
Well, at least they're not hurting her anymore, so. You see? Or is that the goblin? Oh, you're not doing your blocking. Apart from that.
Oh.
X. Block. Can't see when you're looking at the ground.
No. Oh, oh, try that one. Oh. Trying to swap between the flipping things is a bit hard.
Ouch.
Back for more. Not the brightest time.
Who's talking?
You ain't got your wand. There's another dragon in there. Where are you looking at?
Oh, I've got a hit. They've really come from the ground. Oh, what?
You're the one
Animators.
who you were afraid.
She's gonna start turning into.
Stop now, quiet.
Watch out. Oh god. She's turned into a wolf.
Oh god, how many is it?
Oh god. Oh, oh god.
Oh, oh god. Yeah. I thought you released the dragon to help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Ow, that takes a lot of health. Can you do your ancient magic against her? Because get rid of her that way, or is he still alive?
Oh.
Is he still alive?
This is why they give you a load of potions. Oh.
That never came up with anything.
I know,
to
that's what
warn you.
makes it...
Apart from that one. She's just standing there. What are you doing, Poppy?
She's stuck.
Seriously? You're like taking them on all by yourself. Move.
Who can play at that game?
Yeah.
God, she's still
She
alive.
just caught you again. Did she get her health back or something?
I don't know.
Oh god.
Can't see it down
Poppy, get out of the way! What the heck? Oh, she's got.
Oh shit, what the?
She's got separate health!
Oh, go.
What the hell was that? Break a shield charm with ancient magic flow.
Stop that right now.
It's telling you to break her shield with a flow. Ah. Disrupt the poacher animator's reducto cast with the pulsar. Oh my god, really? Is that the dragon doing that then?
Possible, I don't know.
Or was that him? No, sorry, it's him.
Oh no.
Oh, who took him down?
Ow.
Ow. Ow. Poppy, oh, she's barely doing anything.
I'll just do everything.
Where's the other one? You barely use Bombarda.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Accio, is it? Or was it? Or was it Bob? Or do you...
Oh.
Is it that? Must have been something.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
He'll give you a hand. Brian. Turn around and help her.
I forgot to
What are
say.
you doing? Please don't attack me. She's not the only dragon, though.
Oh, the place is
This
all
way.
collapsing.
Yeah, but what about the animals in the cages, though? Because was it?
That's integrity in black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
Doesn't sound echoey.
Yeah, I know. Very strange.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
What can we do with it? Can we hatch it? Have our own dragon?
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Will they come back and...
Yeah, but retaliate against who? It's not as if they're going to attack Hogwarts and a load of students.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It'd be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't
Well, the
helping
other one.
ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
Not
get
much
to
change
safety.
there.
We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
You knocked that over. Yeah, what about the other dragons and the animals?
I don't know. You would assume they hopefully got out, but...
Nice, a dangling dog.
Is that...
It's time you learned the transformation spell.
Oh, she's going to teach
After
it to you.
you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
The only reason it's come up is if...
This... No. Not like there's anything red on there.
Oh.
That poor dear. Oh, sorry, red. What the hell are they?
Probably, is it them? Only they're sort of like hiding.
Does that look like something really large that attacked the deer?
They could be hiding in there. Yeah, something there, look. You had to go and disturb it.
Oh. Trying to... Oh.
You let it whip you.
Well, I can't seem to target it.
That says a dangling. You have to Levioso it.
Oh, that didn't work. I dare. Who is it?
Down there.
Oh, no, he's not aiming at it.
Okay. Is it because it's for some reason too heavy?
Oh.
That's quite tough. Are you sure you want to go up against this thing? How can you not?
It's so annoying. Oi! Trying to select your thing is a bit hard when you're in the heat of battle.
Oh! Alright, you're going through too many potions. You've already used 8 so far. You have got ancient magic if you need to.
Was a bit more tougher than I thought it was.
You had to go and pick a fight. I'm not quite sure how on earth you can have a dangling dog bog.
Dog bog.
So what's a assignment? Collect the field guide page in the underground harbour and from the book on intermediate transfiguration in the library. The harbour and the library. Was there like a fast travel point where the is that like the boat shed area? Was it somewhere?
Was it pointing to?
Where is it heading? Because it's just sort of ending.
I don't know. That's the other one.
You see, I would have thought that's the.
That must be the underground harbour one.
Can you? But is anything nearby? Fast travel wise.
Do I do this one first?
Could do. Was there one outside the library? I thought you got all the pages, or do they just sort of turn?
I think I've still got more of Hogwarts to actually. Because it's so big and vast, you can't tell where you've been.
I know.
Before.
Noise. You've got some ghosts dancing randomly in the library. Where's that pointing? Because it's that's pointing out of the library. That just says collect the field guide page from the book.
Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
Upstairs?
What is it pointing to?
It's just saying about the intermediate transfiguration in the library, so it's almost like... Is the book on a pedestal or something? And you do the Revelio? Rather than something flying about?
Revelio.
I think... Oh, I heard something. What was that? To your left a bit more?
Yeah, that's probably one of the house elves. They always seem to like
Professor
to...
Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
There's a book there.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Show me. She
Professor
wants
Weasley
it.
asked me to get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
How many questions are there?
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Oh god.
Really? That's a golden
What?
snuggly.
What's a snidget?
A snake bird.
I don't even know what they are.
Golden snidget. I don't know.
Okay. A snake bird. What?
These two don't even sound like creatures, but is it like a trick question?
Yeah, exactly. Snuggery. I mean, I wouldn't thought the golden
is it
snidget.
Golden snidget because the golden
It's-
snitch sounds like
I don't know.
snidget. It's almost as if the golden snitch has taken over what the golden snidget was. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You could try it, but considering we don't actually know.
The golden snidget.
Correct!
Oh.
The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion
Would you
is
use it in
commonly
a game?
referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicius, that's the one.
What the hell's a pepper up potion?
What's the Ali Hotsy joke?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
That quaffle.
Bludger's not even a ball.
That's the bat that they use to hit said quaffle. Although it's the world's smallest little bat.
When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Species? Oh, I don't know, because
They only referenced it in Harry Potter, but they never actually said what it is because they're talking about.
Hermione accidentally
something.
drank hairs, had hairs from another student because she
Yeah.
thought that it was a student's hair, but it was a cat's hair. But she had a cat face and everything. So, but is that?
Well, that's not really a species as such, is it? 'Cause it's only partly transformed into. It's not actually turning into a proper cat.
No,
Like-
exactly. That's the thing. Is that
false?
Correct.
Yeah.
While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
You call them easy? I like more. No.
I don't have time for a quiz
Although we
at the
did
moment.
just
Let me know if you change your mind.
guess the first one anyway.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
That's just one fun of
Revelio
it.
ought to make quick work of this.
Revelio.
Well, couldn't you have done that near her if she had it then?
Because it's designed to help guide the
More
student.
complicated types of transfiguration. A bit of light reading. That just leaves the one in the
Oh,
hard.
chest. How did I not get on? What?
I don't think
I was actually quite surprised I managed to get all them questions right. Because some of them were just
a lot.
guessing.
Was it like 6 questions? Because at least 5 of them were literally from the book. That book, so the films and things. But not having the knowledge from if you've watched them. Why are they just staring at each other?
I don't know.
What? The music stops all of a sudden. Oh, we just got to stand there staring. Is that going to? That's definitely going to lead you to it, is it?
What should do? Then the last one. Better
If it's supposed to be underground, how can we be going up?
Go up to go down. We've got to go outside to get there, I suppose.
It's funny, it's supposed to be winter. I'm surprised they don't have any Christmassy decorations. It's pointing down there, but that's not actually led you down there. Oh. There's a door specifically for it.
There's an elevator. But I could have put a mark on it.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the 3 Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
What, already? There's one of those chests over there. Oh, look. Is it like your mini beach, only it's full of boats? Is there something twinkling?
The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
Disappeared.
Diving.
Where was the page?
Pointing over.
Are you supposed to get a page though? Sure? No, I don't think it is. It's probably somewhere on that harbour bit.
Not on a boat. That jingling.
Well, you've got to do your Revelio, haven't you?
Revelio.
Probably on that side more than the... Going the most difficult route ever. You left. Got it. Landing for boats.
Delivering
first year students. There aren't very many boats there.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
I've actually attended any of her classes.
No, because this is like... So for those 2 professors then, you only had one from the Beast professor then, assignment, and one from her, instead of having 2. Oh my god, look at all these side missions.
The Davian Key. Roland Oak.
There's one up there, whatever that is. Talk to... Or was that... That's who you just... She did all the questions. Yeah.
Quizzes.
How can the bush just sort of suddenly grow into an Is it just change all the time? Yeah, it keeps changing. Oh, so it's telling you to manually advance the time. She's got 3 quills on the go, you see that? What she does is marking 3 works at the same time.
There you are. The cross one's duelist to beat.
Pardon? Go straight in, does it?
Yeah, I've always standing in the room.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Well, that went very nicely out.
Now, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Poor Sebastian sitting by himself.
Yeah.
Even bother moving a wand.
What's it going to turn into? Oh. Well, it's got to turn into that same thing?
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be something different.
What?
Like a mouse or something. They're all the same thing.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
Uh-oh.
Yes, what the hell do I assign that one there?
What's on your
It's
last?
so hard when you're in combat to sort of try and
Flip
change.
between them.
Yeah, because I accidentally took potions when I didn't want to.
You can put that on where the bag is. That's why, but it's always better to have what you want on the first page, isn't it?
I know.
Easy, is it?
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Despite spending on so much time on assignments.
Well, the assignments have helped because you're learning the extra
Thank you,
spells.
Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Well, it was, but...
Was it?
Yeah, because...
Was it to do with those pages?
Yeah. She kept asking all these questions. I think I'm not meant to tell her, but
No.
she knows some of it. Why does she keep fishing around?
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, what do we do? Jeez, you haven't spoke to Fig for ages. Well, it feels like ages since the other...
Second trial.
Yeah.
Should just say no.
Yeah.
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand lore, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Is that the only thing she was going to pick up on then?
If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
So it just turns him into a barrel and that's it.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook. just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
What? Gobbledygook.
I remember Armid mentioning something about gobbledygook.
How could it fail for the helmet? Was it because Victor was so, you know...
I was what he was trying to present the helmet to, because it was of goblin. I was talking to Poppy.
A dragon debrief.
Mum's the word. That's obviously talking to Natty and all that.
Yeah.
So they're both.
That's
Do I
where
do
they're
any of
meeting.
these before continuing? That's divination. That's to 3 broomsticks, so I could do this one while I'm
At the school?
Yeah.
Is it in place of fast travel to the one outside the class?
I don't know whether there's anywhere I haven't discovered yet. Betting I can. Causing mischief again.
Blinking thieves. This is the classroom that makes you go up a ladder.
So frustrating.
Standing outside it.
Oh, so she didn't talk until you got there.
To speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
What if the actual adults actually
So
do the job?
frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
You've got to be a bit careful if you're an animal. I mean, it'd be a bit strange seeing as gazelle in Scotland.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Does that mean that Sirius Black was not born an animagus then?
And
I thought it was something.
What's her face?
What's her face?
From the films. She was an animal. She turned into a cat, didn't she?
Yeah.
Professor. Oh, can't think of her name now.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Did I turn into something?
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
You probably shouldn't be going around in an animal form when you got poached about.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean...
Allow your mother to stop us. Sounds a bit...
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
I didn't really stop it from being...
No.
From her being harsh on you. End of it? Because I didn't really tell it.
That's the... Yes. Hogsmeade. Sorry, Natty, we're going to Hogsmeade.
We can go to Hogsmeade.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. We are going to.
Talk to Simona as well. How many side missions did they put in this?
I don't know.
Christ.
There's so many. Oh, here's the Christmas decorations, but it's in the village.
Oh, snowy. Little bits coming down.
A few bits.
Glad you came.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar. And Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Well, she needs to look after the egg and raise it. I don't think you're going to...
That's a good idea.
Release it in the
through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Is he going to start being invoked in this thing?
We might say you'd rather not say, but we might find out later on anyway if he turns up.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Any students in there?
I don't know, it's only a word question.
Hello, Serena. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. Then I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Not that that's the most important thing on our list to do. Yeah. Do you need to sell some things right here because you're in Hogsmeade? Last cloak. Is that the only thing? I mean, you got 81% of your field guide pages.
It's probably still quite a bit outside of Hogwarts, because there's quite a lot of areas I haven't gone to yet. I haven't done many on my trait stuff yet. It's quite a bit.
That's quite
different.
Yeah, that's quite a lot better than what you got on. Why have they always got to give you the most ridiculous looking glasses?
You go to what you. Well, I'm going to change the look of them. What should I go for?
Why are they the only type of glasses you see are just sort of narrow rectangular ones or big circular things? Or even like the half moon type? No. I mean, I can't see how a pair of glasses is going to help with your defence, to be fair. Are they all worse? That says decrease damage taken from dark wizards. And that's taken from goblins, so... Oh, this guy, we've got a point and it's bobbing.
Was it wibbling?
Yeah.
It's shaking.
It's glitching about everywhere. Oh, it's unidentified, so you can't. Something in the robes department.
That must be a look thing, is it? That one
Yeah. Must have been maybe. Is it one of the special ones? Or was it? I can't. Yeah, because it's looking as blue.
Too bad, but you can't see the clothes underneath now.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's.
I haven't worn anything else for a while, but.
Are you thinking about going back to sort of Hogwartsy robes because you haven't had a.
Because I haven't changed my clothes in a while. All these side missions I haven't done yet.
Yeah, I know. So it's either doing going to talk to Amit.
That's going to Upper Hogsmeade. Northeast of Hogsmeade.
Or
Sebastian. I'm assuming where's he going to be though? Is he at the
someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Gonna be back at the oh my god, where was that? Is he probably looking through his telescope, even though it might be daytime? Why couldn't they put one up there?
You got to run up the stairs.
Seem to be fast travelling quite a lot about exploring it.
But I'm not sure I want to do that. Unless it's an aura. Oh, I'd like to be an aura.
It makes it feel a bit different when you're suddenly wearing glasses now.
I like to
I didn't sell my stuff before, but no.
No, I told you. That means that if you end up starting to get too many things in your inventory, I can't be blamed.
Hello there.
What's going on there? Was it people
Was it
on
the
the
ghosts?
broomsticks?
Was it?
Yeah, look, you can see them flying around. Oh, there's a page there. Didn't even get that one. What's that? The biggest telescope? It looks a bit precarious hanging on that cable, mind you.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
What is gobbledygook? Is it just I don't know.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library.
It's a natural
Once
language.
I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
So gobbledygook is a goblin language, is it?
Well, why does Lodgok
Not know it then, or is it something that's so quite old or something?
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
It's all gobbledygook. How far?
Yeah,
2,000.
Far. It depends on if you almost like swap between the quests or something. Was the other one Sebastian?
Yeah, he was sort of near.
Are these flags still black because you haven't found all of the fast travel points, or is it just? Because it's like 2 white flags and then there's some. Though I don't see any
greyed out ones.
Just wondering why there's. Which passage? Was that just sort of like highlighting where your where there's side quests is? Because wherever the black ones are, there's a side quest. Yep, there's none in there. So I'm just wondering whether that's what that's doing. Nothing there. But we could always leave this episode part here and then continue on in the next episode, can't we?
Yeah.
Be probably a better idea.
Well, yeah, so I am getting a bit torn with what to do with Sebastian.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite a tough one to try and. You don't want feel like you want to let him down, but also you don't really want to pursue too much into the dark arts, do you? Really?
No.
And go down that path.
You don't want him to go too far as to not know what's right from wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's getting a bit complicated. And I know ominous. It was a bit sort of tight. I don't know what we call it. Sort of a bit abrupt with you to begin with, but he's starting to sort of loosen up a bit now that he knows you more.
Yeah,
But,
well, yeah, exactly. Warm up to your character.
So I'm starting to like him a bit more now.
That's why it never made sense why he was ever put in Slytherin, regardless of whether his family was all in the Slytherin house.
Yeah, but what happened to Harry Potter? If you guys have seen it, it was trying to put him into Slytherin just because of
Voldemort.
What Voldemort did to him.
Yeah, I know that. But this character you're playing was almost given a slight choice.
So yeah, it's a bit
because you didn't know what your character was in the first place, so you didn't have any background of them to begin with. So it was you were automatically given a choice of what house you could go into. You'd almost think that Ominous would be able to change the house if he didn't agree with being in
considering
Slytherin.
Harry Potter was able to sort of whisper, "Not Slytherin."
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video and thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and a comment below if there's any certain areas of the video you like. We hope to see you in the next video, if it's this or any other ones we're doing at the same time. So
hopefully we'll see you next time, guys. So
yes.
until then, bye.
Bye.